to you.
Another thing that also made me really know that I really feel as though like law school was for me was, so through the U of H pipeline program, they have this incentive, or well, not incentive, stipend kind of thing. So like, yeah, if you go through the program, they give you like a free CAS. I don't think it's called CAS. I think it's actually CAS. I'm not sure. So they give you a free, and CAS is basically the thing that you apply to law schools on. It's kind of like, what is that thing for college called? College Board? Not College Board. I forgot what it was called. That's just like that website where you apply to all the colleges on. So they basically have a law school version of that. And that costs like, was it like 150, 100 something? It costs money. Like, it's expensive to even apply to law schools. And then they also gave me 2 free LSATs. My goodness, my God. Yes, they gave me 2 free LSATs, and they also gave me 4 free law school reports. And I only applied to 5 schools. So that was great. I mean, because I didn't, like, when I first applied, I didn't pay anything. Like, I didn't pay for my LSAT, I didn't pay for my CAS, I didn't pay for my law school reports. I didn't even pay for my application fees. I didn't pay for anything because I had the fee waiver. And so that entire that past time where I just applied to all these schools, I didn't lose anything. Like, I lost absolutely nothing because everything was free. And that's the thing that blows my mind, is because what made it free is the fact that I went through this U of H program that I wasn't even supposed to go to. Like, I got waitlisted. The fact that I got in, and then it blessed me so much, you know, and basically gave me an entire free law school application experience. I mean, what? Like, if that's not God, then I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that that's a gift from God to give me all those things. And make this trial period, I mean, completely free. It's gonna be free when I do the second time. The only thing I might have to pay for is a couple like law school reports, but the application fees are free. The next LSAT I'm taking another LSAT, and I only took it once, which is not wise. But I'm taking another one in, I think, maybe September, October. That one's gonna be free. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna have to pay anything for any of this. Like, the only thing that I had to pay for, and I had to pay big money for, was my LSAT prep stuff. And funny enough, that stuff didn't even pay off. Anyways, but and the reason why, that's pretty much the reason why I didn't get into the schools, is because my LSAT score was super low, and it was, I mean, coupled, because I was working on the LSAT along with being an RA, along with being a tutor, along with being a full-time student, serving at my church. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like doing a lot, and I thought, oh, okay, I could do it. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. I really could not balance all of that, because something had to give. And luckily it wasn't my grades. Luckily it wasn't my time at my church. Luckily, I mean, I'm kind of okay with it being the LSAT. You know what I mean? I'm kind of okay with that being the thing that fell through. And then another thing that's really been good and helpful for me is that I've had so many mentors, like so many mentors who've just been like wanting to pour into my life, like. And I don't even go out and look for them. People just be like, oh, I know this lawyer, you want to talk to her? I'm like, sure. Oh, I know this lawyer, you want to talk to her? Oh, sure. And they're all like black women, and it's great. I have so many mentors, so many people who have helped me walk through this journey, who have made this journey so much more easier on me. I feel extremely blessed and just honored that people want to walk alongside me in this journey. But yeah, this is pretty much all I want to talk about. I know it's really short. I hope that this kind of encouraged you. Like, trust the Lord, because He's got you. Like, He definitely has your best interest at mind, at heart. His desire is not to take things from you. Sometimes it is take things from you, but even in the taking, He gives so much more. Just trust. I know it's a hard thing to do, to trust the Lord, but I think when you've seen His character over and over again, I think that's for me. Like, me recounting the story, I've recounted this story a lot. I've told this story a lot. I think because I've told this story so many times, I can trust Him more, because I'm remembering. You know, I'm remembering, oh, He was faithful then, He was faithful there, He was faithful here, He was faithful. You know what I mean? Like, I see His faithfulness throughout the story, and I trust that His faithfulness is going to continue, like, you know, in the future. So yeah, I trust, especially with my career. I mean, I definitely trust Him with my career and my career plans and everything that I want to do. I mean, I just feel like everything's kind of weaved itself together to work out for me to be an entertainment attorney. But hey, we don't know. the Lord could be like, oh, I'm just giving you this for the meantime. I'm going to show you what I really want you to do. But I remember telling this person, like, I was like, dude, like, I genuinely feel called to the corporate world. I don't feel necessarily called to, like, missions or things like that. I think that the corporate world is my missions, and I think the Lord right now in this season is teaching me, like, he's taking me through this season of apologetics so I can learn how to defend my faith, because he knows, like, he's trying to prepare me. I was not ready. If I had gone to law school this fall, I would not be ready to defend. I mean, I'm not saying that you necessarily have to do that all the time, but I think that my goal in my heart in going to law school isn't just, okay, let me get my education and leave. That's what my goal in my heart was in undergrad, and I regret that. I came into undergrad and I did not know one. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't make any new disciples. Like, I did not do that at all. And I regret that with all my heart, because I feel like I scoffed at the unbelievers in my school. I was so just like flippant with them, and I did not care about them at all. And so I think the Lord has been revealing that in my heart. And so I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna go to law school, I have to take that seriously. I want to make disciples in law school. I don't want to just be a place where I just, get good grades and then leave. You know what I mean? I want to make disciples in law school. And so for me, that looks like a process of learning apologetics and learning how to defend my faith and practicing how to defend my faith, and, like, you know what I mean, memorizing things, and you know what I mean, and not even in a way that's like robot-y, but in a way that's very like natural. And I want to understand for myself, so that when other people ask me, hey, why are you a Christian, I want to be able to answer that. You know what I mean? I want to be able to answer that in a coherent and clear way. And I there's a lot that's going on, but yeah, I think that that's my heart in going to law school, and in my heart in going to the corporate world is just like, I want to be a light in the darkness. Like, going to other countries is wonderful, you know what I mean, but I think a lot of times Christians congregate with other Christians, and so no one's being a light in the darkness, we're all just being a light in the light. And so when you don't go to places that are hard, because believe it, I understand, like, being in the corporate world is hard, it's difficult, it's hard. I don't play ball. I'm not the kind of person who just, like, is gonna be fake and try to please. I'm not that kind of girl, and that gets me in trouble sometimes. I'm just a, y'all want to do y'all, I'm gonna do me, we can leave it there. But I think that I feel like I'm being called out of that into a place of, like, no, bring people in and be inclusive, and teach people, not only teach people, but, like, tell people about the faith that you have. And because your faith isn't just your faith is the truth. Like, you have the truth, and you have a responsibility to share that truth. So yeah, I'm talking a lot. This is probably longer than I wanted it to be, but yeah, that's kind of my testimony. It's not it's a testimony / update. Trust God with your life. Trust Him with your plans. Trust Him with your decisions. Trust Him, 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 trust Him. Okay, trust Him. Because I genuinely believe that His plans are so much better than any plans you can have for yourself. And plus, our lives are but a speck. Okay? Our lives are but a vapor. You know what I mean? We don't really live long. We don't have very long lives. And at the end of the day, like, you're not living for yourself. You're not living for a career. You're not living for a goal. You're living for Jesus. You know what I mean? You're not living for your story. You're living for His story. Like, you are part of His grand, bigger story. And so when you try to, when you put your life in the center, your life becomes really, really small. But when you put your life in the grand scheme of what God is doing, like, God can use you in amazing ways, dude. Like, He can use you in amazing ways. So be open to that. Be open to the Lord messing up your plans. I know that sounds really horrible, but be open to that, because you never know what path He can take you down. Like, you just never know what path He can take you down. Trust Him, trust Him, trust Him, trust Him, trust Him. And just, yeah. Like, what? Like, and I want you to, like, when I say trust Him, I mean in the sense of, like, wrestle with the things that you are asking Him for, and kind of be okay with them not happening. And I know it's kind of insane and crazy, but honestly, yeah. Like, that's what helped me, was I had to come to a place where I was okay with this thing not happening. Cry, yell, you know what I mean? Like, be upset about you losing this thing, because you're going through loss, you know what I mean? When you have a goal and a dream and the Lord is like, maybe not, you kind of have to go through loss and grief. And so you have to go through those steps and cry about it and release that anger that you feel about it, because if you don't, then you're just gonna be an angry person, and you're not gonna feel the peace that you need. So yeah, that's my biggest tip is to bring that thing that the Lord is that bring that thing to the Lord that you know you would have trouble giving to Him, and really say like, Lord God, like, is this an idol in my life? And if it is an idol in my life, can you break that? Can you break that out of me? And then he'll do the work. He'll do the work. So trust Him with that. And yeah, yeah. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.